Hello and welcome to the Nareit REIT Report podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Bork from Quito, and today we're focusing on ESG issues with Natalie Teear, Vice President of Sustainability and Social Impact at Hudson Pacific Properties. Natalie, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
So at the end of last month, Hudson Pacific introduced its new Better Blueprint platform. What does that exactly encompass, and how does it enhance the company's existing corporate responsibility strategy?
Well, this Better Blueprint platform is exciting for a number of reasons. It articulates and amplifies much of what we had in place already, including a commitment to environmental stewardship and a rich history of volunteering in and giving back to our communities. But we felt that it was time to formalize this program and also take the next step towards ESG leadership, which we know is a priority for our employees, tenants, investors, and partners. So really, it came down to that fundamentally the choices we make as a business reverberate in the lives of those who live, work, and play in and around our properties. And our ability to thrive as a company is tied to the vibrancy and resiliency of these various communities. And more broadly, as an urban-focused REIT, our cities. So that's why we landed on the Better Blueprint and why we say our Better Blueprint brings to life our vision of vibrant, thriving urban spaces built for the long term.
So what would you say are some of the platform's primary goals?
Well, the program was developed based on the ESG issues that matter most to our business and our stakeholders. And the three foundational elements are sustainability, health, and equity. We have goals in each area. For sustainability, our bold goal is to achieve net zero carbon and net zero waste across all our operations by 2025. On the health area, our goal is to ensure the entire in-service office portfolio meets our healthy building checklist by 2025. And in equity, we have a goal to donate at least 1% of net earnings, adjusted for gains and impairment losses, to charitable causes annually.
Great. And have you had to rethink any of your goals or shift focus as a result of the challenges posed by the pandemic?
Well, everyone is adapting to the pandemic in every way. And so, yes, we are evolving the Better Blueprint platform to address the challenges that COVID-19 is surfacing. So some of the changes, just going by our key stakeholder group, include for our employees, at least, we are proud to say that all of our employees are continuing to get full pay and benefits, and we're providing remote work support for those employees who are working off-site. For our tenants, we're very focused on providing clear communications, enhanced cleaning, and supporting all of the local eviction moratoria that are in place across our jurisdictions. And then for our communities, we made a $100,000 donation to organizations working at the intersection of homelessness and COVID-19 across our core markets, because homelessness is one of the core priorities of our equity focus area. And then on top of that, we also joined the Feed the Frontline program and purchased thousands of dollars worth of meals at multiple local restaurants, many of which are tenants, and we helped deliver them to local frontline workers in each of our core markets.
Great. Now, tenant and employee health and wellness issues are clearly going to be top of mind going forward. How does Hudson Pacific's Healthy Building Checklist ensure that you are addressing these concerns?
Our Healthy Building Checklist addresses a full range of things that can make a building healthy. So this includes the air quality items, for example, that many of us are very focused on right now as we seek to transition tenants back into our buildings after the current stay-at-home period. It also includes other topics that on their surface are seemingly unrelated to COVID-19, things like healthy food options, fitness facilities, and access to nature. But we are now all realizing these things are deeply interconnected. So we're closely following the research in all of these areas, especially when it comes to making buildings safe for a post-pandemic world. The leading practices are emerging and changing every day. So we will continue to adapt our approach with time.
So Natalie, what are some of the steps or procedures that Hudson Pacific plans to implement across the portfolio as you prepare your buildings for tenants beginning to return to the workplace?
We are very busy right now, as are most landlords, preparing to welcome tenants back into our buildings. And we're rolling out what we're calling a 4Cs approach, and that focuses on 1, communication, early, often, and with everyone. 2, confidence, our safety-focused cleaning and operations procedures. 3, convenience, with an emphasis on efficient access. And 4, cooperation, recognizing the importance of everyone playing their part to keep each other healthy and safe. And what this means in practice is that we're implementing new standard operating procedures across our portfolio, touching on everything from enhanced cleaning to increased signage and physical distancing policies. And we're also very, very focused on how we communicate these operational changes to our tenants. And one thing we're doing that I believe is pretty unique for the industry is launching a mobile app at all our multi-tenant properties so that we can share the most up-to-date information with all tenants in real time or close to it.
Great. And are there other trends or developments that you expect to be focusing on in the months ahead?
As we shared in the corporate responsibility report, and as I mentioned before, homelessness and affordable housing are going to be a key area of focus for our philanthropic efforts going forward. And that's for a number of reasons, but primarily most of the neighborhoods in which we have properties, which are vibrant and highly desirable locations for our tenants, they also represent some of the most acute examples of homelessness, and they lack affordable housing. So this has always been a priority for us, but unfortunately, because of COVID-19, this issue is getting exacerbated in ways we never could have imagined. So we know for sure this will continue to be a critical area for us for the rest of this year and going forward. And then secondly, as we discussed earlier, building health will also be a huge focus for the industry as a whole and for us. And we're very busy adapting our operations and evolving our approach to providing healthy and safe workspaces for our tenants.
Great, Natalie, it was so good to talk to you today.
Thank you. Very nice to talk with you as well.
And to our listeners, for complete news and analysis on REITs and listed real estate, be sure to visit REIT.com.